everyone, and welcome to Top of the Round Paradigm. My name's Kenan. I am your GM for this campaign. With me we have...
Hi, I'm Nikki, and I play Clover.
Hi, I'm Jordash, and I play Varian. Can't get enough Top of the Round Paradigm? Head over to patreon.com/topoftheround and check us out for bonus goodies for your ear holes.
Hey everyone. You probably thought I was dead, but you can't kill me. I'm a legend. I'm a myth. I'm Ruben. However, I did recently get robbed. So, head over to twitterpodcast.com and click on that merch button and buy me things. I know they'll be sent to you, but it's the thought that counts. And I appreciate it. Thank you guys. I'm cold. So cold. It's snowing. Help me.
Thank you so much to our executive producers for Campaign 2, Ray and Jermaine. We super appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Hey everyone. Thank you for absolutely bombarding us with reviews and ratings right off the bat of Top of the Round Paradigm. We super appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to do that. And hey, if you haven't yet, or if you've left us a review in one place but not another, dare I say that you should definitely leave us a rating or review in other places so that we can shout you out more, and so that more people see that people enjoy our show and therefore want to click and listen and join us. Okay, good deal. Anyways, so we're going to do a holy hell of a lot of shout outs, and just FYI, because we were counting a ton of them, if we missed you, let us know so that we can shout you out next week. So thank you to Beth, Gail, Stan, Bread, Steely, Ray, Raymond, Fine, Renee, Jai, and Corey for leaving us a rating on Spotify. Again, if you left us one and we didn't catch it, or you didn't tell us, let us know now and we'll do it next week.
Also, shout out to Corey, Strombo, Raymond, Andy Genio, maybe, Mike Cisco 151 for leaving us ratings and reviews on Podchaser and episode reviews. You guys are amazing.
And thank you to Snarky B, Labundi Ace, Raging Maniac, Ali Yograi,
And Ned.
for leaving Apple Podcast reviews and ratings.
And thank you to Corey and Bolt for leaving us reviews in other places like Podbean and Facebook. Hey again, if we missed you, let us know. Or if you got shouted out and you want another shout out, or you didn't get shouted out because you didn't leave us a review, you should do that this week so that we can then shout you out and your name will be on our lips next week. Do the thing. Thank you for your support. We appreciate it. You rock.
Make sure to check out the trigger warnings in the show notes below and consider them with your brain. Looks like we have a newscaster now. This Justin with Justin.
Glad you didn't die in an explosion. Sorry we tried to murder you. No, I don't think this green card's gonna do well at all. Oh, I was inspired by what happened to Clover, where she exploded a tavern, but somehow survived, but then the townspeople wanted to kill her for blowing up a tavern, for surviving. So she was at fault. I think that's what they call survivor's guilt. But I did have a good idea for a greeting card about making new friends, because Varian met someone named Ruben, and they teamed up to go find Clover, the girl that exploded. But she squeezed something on her wrist, and she appeared before Varian, which is really convenient for him, I guess. That's kind of funny, too, because that Apostle Payne was in Sabbath, and they went to go see Clover get killed in the other city, but then Clover came to Sabbath, so they just kind of missed each other. Now the townspeople are angry because the person they were going to kill is gone. I should go over there and see if I can sell some of these greeting cards. Hi, excuse me.
What? What do you want?
I'm selling greeting cards. It's glad you survived the explosion. Sorry we tried to murder you.
You're trying to murder me?
No, it's the greeting card, because Didn't you guys just try and kill someone?
We tried to kill the one responsible, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what
she got away.
Yeah, so do you want to buy a card to commemorate it?
No! This is like the worst time of my life. Why would I want to remember this?
Oh, for the sympathy of the card. Hold on, I can come up with something else. Do you have anyone that was affected in the explosion?
Yes?
Okay, sorry your loved ones blew up. How about this?
This seems very ingenuine and unsensitive. And
You can send it with flowers.
to myself?
Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. Missing you always. Here, for their graves.
Leave me alone.
I'm never gonna be able to sell a greeting card at this rate. Oh, I think I have an idea for a new card. I just need to go to Sabbath. Okay. Sorry you got knocked down a peg. You'll bounce back. Excuse me, Ruben, are you conscious yet? Oh, that's probably confusing. Varian, he took Clover and healed her and then knocked out Ruben by taking his soul. But then he put it back after he tied him up. But then he took all his stuff. So now Varian has Ruben's money and his cloak. And I don't even know if he had anything else of value. But, Ruben, when you wake up and get some money, would you like to buy this card? You don't have to answer now. I think I'm supposed to say back to you, Kenan.
Huh, interesting. Story continues now, I guess. You guys are on the road to Gehenna when you heard some little horsies in the background galloping towards you.
How do we know they're little horsies?
You don't.
All right.
They could
They're
be
little-
the biggest horsies you've ever seen.
I was
It's
about to
little
say,
pony gallops.
What do you guys want to do before they catch up?
Because he rolled higher, does he hear it first?
Is it because I rolled higher I can tell they're little horsies?
Because you rolled higher, Varian, you can tell that they're normal-sized horsies. And you both hear them about the same time.
How far away do they sound?
You have no idea.
Do they sound like they're coming from the direction of Sabbath?
Yes.
So as we turn back around to go past where we split and went that one way, we can hear them coming down that road. So we're going to possibly run into them at the cross section or fork.
Potentially, yes. If you guys, since you are in plains, stay where you're at, they will be able to see you if they're looking for you at the crossroad.
That's sus. So Clover is going to blink up and squint in the direction that the sound is coming from.
Clover's riding alongside Varian, right?
Alongside, a little behind and with her hood up, yes.
Varian will look to the side over at Clover, then look ahead towards where the roads cross, where we took the not wrong path, but the path to where we didn't want to go. So it wasn't wrong. It was just less beneficial.
It's a way to look at it.
Is that like when my GPS goes fucky?
Rerouting.
Rerouting.
Make a U-turn. Does it sound like there is a fair amount of horses? More than, say, 3.
Good question.
Maybe somewhere around the number that would match the amount of people in that bandit group that was talking about the child. This child. Clover Barrows. The wanted girl. For 4 platinum.
She's 17.
And the demon child, Nico Robin.
The whole world wants you. From your perception check, you can tell that there is roughly enough horses that could fit that bandit group.
How many were in that bandit group? I never asked the first time. Me as a player never asked.
Let's have you roll to recall knowledge. Use a society check.
That would be a natty 20. So 23. It's automatically at least a success.
There's about 7 of them that you can remember.
Okay. We're kind of in the flat plains right now. There's nowhere to duck out.
Nope. There's a couple trees here and there, but it's not like forest cover.
It's not like we'd be able to hide ourselves and 2 horses behind these trees.
No. It's like a tree here.
You can't see me.
1 or 2 trees over there.
Okay. Varian will say, keep your head up. talk to them. Don't look at them.
Why?
Just in case there's someone that might be trying to collect the bounty.
She is going to pull her hood down a little farther and grasp the reins of her horse rather tightly while looking back and forth. And she says nothing for now.
I'll keep myself between you and them.
She side-eyes you.
Okay. Varian will continue forward to this fork in the road where we might cross paths with the bestest of friends.
As you guys continue, the sounds of galloping get louder and louder. And as they pass you guys, I'm going to see if they notice that who they're looking for is right there.
Is it that bandit group?
It is.
Oh.
You guys took 2 of their horses, though, so some people are sharing.
Also, do you recognize your horses? Question mark. Uh-oh. I don't like that reaction.
About half the group goes on ahead of you guys, and then a solo riding horse, and then a horse with 2 people on it. They slow and turn to block the road, so you guys can't continue. Their horses are now perpendicular to the road.
They've made the blockade.
You 2,
Can I help you?
where'd you get those horses?
In Zion. From the stables.
Roll a deception check.
29?
How far ahead are they with the blockade?
15-20 feet.
Okay, Clover is gonna pull on her reins to stop the horse, and she's still kind of gripping them in a death grip.
Varian would also have stopped his horse about that far ahead of them. Run the blockade, just ram through.
Zion, huh? He looks you up and down and looks at your horse. They look awfully familiar. Where are you headed?
Sabbath. Shall I roll?
Yes.
30.
Oh, hi, Talis.
Did you see anyone come down that way?
No. Which is true, so I don't have to roll anything. Screw you.
Alright. Keep track of your horses and Sabbath. There's a thief around.
Thank you for the warning. I'll be sure to do that.
He gives you a nod, and they both route their horses towards Gehenna and gallop on to catch up with their compadres.
They were heading to Gehenna?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Clover tilts her head and then looks at you, Varian, and lifts a brow.
Well, perhaps we should give them a bit of a head start or something. I know they're looking for you. I heard them talking about you in the tavern.
Because of the poster?
Because of the poster. Gehenna's a big city. The chances of running into them again are low.
So you're suggesting we still go that way?
Yes. It's a better place to go to.
I really need to find the city I was in.
Okay, well you said you left Grace, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how long were you traveling again?
She starts counting on her fingers.
8 weeks?
So you traveled for 8 weeks. And you don't know what city you were in when all...
That's what I just said.
Okay. Are you sure you traveled far?
The forest was really big and I didn't have a map. So, I don't know.
Do you think you were just going in circles for a while?
I just said I don't know.
Okay. Well, either way, you were probably still in the Wind Kingdom somewhere. So if you need to get back to your city, we need to head that way.
She squints at you.
I don't want to go back that way.
You just said you need to get back to the city you were just
I
in.
need to get back to the city, but the city wasn't... It wasn't like Grace. It wasn't like Typhoon's Landing.
Okay. But it's still in the Wind Kingdom.
I don't know if that's true, is what I'm saying.
Were you in the same forest for the 8 weeks?
There were a lot of trees, and yes, it was a very, very big forest.
Okay, well, if you were in the same forest for 8 weeks, you probably didn't get very far. I'm just being honest with you.
Well, you...
You are the one that wants to get back to the city you were in.
I need to get my stuff, yes.
Okay. So why are you arguing with me?
Because you want to go to Gehenna where those people are going who are apparently after me because of some poster.
Well, okay, listen to this.
I have been listening.
If we were to go straight to the Wind Kingdom.
I
The best-
don't want that.
That's where the city you were just in is.
You don't know that. It's not like the Wind King. You're not listening to me.
It's like trying to give a dog their medicine. You need to take this. The vet said you need this. What cheese can I wrap around these facts to make you swallow this pill?
Keep going.
No, I'm asking you, Nikki, what cheese do I need to wrap around these facts?
Someone said cheese.
Oh, fuck. A goblin pops up.
No.
For more on that goblin, listen to Campaign 1.
You made her nervous. I am role playing as she is.
I know. Okay, I understand your reservations. But from what you've described to me just now, you left Grace and were traveling for about 2 months. But you were in the same forest, and then you emerged from the forest into, I'm assuming, a smaller town. Was it smaller?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That to me says you probably didn't leave the kingdom you were in, because you would have crossed other roads or something in that time if you had.
But I wanted to get so far.
Well, it sounds like you didn't, and I'm sorry that you went probably in circles for a while. But in order to get back to the city you were in, we have to travel back to the Wind Kingdom. We're not going to Grace. We're not going to Grace.
Promise.
I just said we are not going to go
You
to Grace.
didn't promise.
I promise we are not going to go to Grace.
Okay.
Okay. But I will point out that that bounty is going to be a problem, and the only way probably to resolve it completely would be to take care of the people that have the bounty out on you.
No.
Okay. Well, then it's just going to be a problem then.
Okay, I see.
You can acknowledge that, right?
I am acknowledging that, yes. I understand what
Okay.
you're saying, Varian. It's very logical and very well put. I'm just really nervous.
Okay. But listen to the next part of what I'm going to say. In order to get back to the Wind Kingdom, not to Grace, the Wind Kingdom, to find the town or village or whatever you were in, we have to travel this way, which goes through Gehenna. Because that is the fastest way. And as we are talking, I realize I probably should have lied and said that someone did pass us to try and lure that group to go that way towards Zion. I see that now.
You do?
Well, either that or they would have caught me in the lie and then I would have had to kill all of them.
You would have killed all of them?
Because if they caught us in the lie and realized that these are probably their horses, which technically I didn't steal them from them, I stole them from Reuben, who stole them from the stables.
Who's Reuben?
Goddamn legend.
He's some person that I'm surprised was still alive.
So it seems like you kill and lie and steal a lot.
Reuben is still alive. He's tied up, but he's still alive.
Is he okay?
Physically, yes. Emotionally, I can't be sure.
What did you do to him?
Let's just say I knocked him out and tied him up.
Are you gonna do that to me?
Why would I do that to you?
Because I have a bounty?
She stares at you with wide eyes.
Well, Reuben was looking for you, because he was also trying to collect the bounty. Those bandits were also trying to collect your bounty. If I wanted to tie you up, don't you think I would have done that when you appeared in front of me, basically dead?
I told you I'm okay. But maybe you would have, unless you're trying to gain my trust by giving me things.
If I was able to tie you up then, why would I need your trust?
I don't know, maybe you're messed up.
Oh, that reminds me.
Varian's gonna reach into his bag and pull out the cloak.
Okay. And he's gonna put it on.
Okay, he put it on.
So, We're going to Gehenna, and you're not gonna tie me up.
We're going to Gehenna, and I'm not going to tie you up. We're not going to stay in Gehenna for long. Just long enough for you to rest and recover while I gather supplies.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we go now? Or do we wait longer?
We should probably give them about a half-hour head start.
So, where are you from?
Well,
She's nervously kind of twiddling with her hands.
I guess it would be the Wind Kingdom.
You're from the Wind Kingdom? I've never seen you before.
Have you met everyone from the Wind Kingdom?
No. But I know a lot of people.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How many?
It would take me a while to count.
Well, that would be a good way to pass the time, wouldn't it?
You want me to count how many people I know in the Wind Kingdom?
Please.
Okay,
Welcome to Campaign 2, everyone.
Okay.
She's mumbling to herself and counting on her fingers.
While she's starting to count, I'm going to invest in my cloak. And I'm ignoring her.
So, as you're counting, Clover, roll perception checks.
11.
32.
I'm apparently very distracted by my counting.
I am not.
Varian, you hear a faint echo of a weird, gurgly roar in the distance
In which direction?
towards Gehenna. That if you were closer, it would be quite loud, but it's pretty far away.
And I hear nothing.
You hear nothing.
Okay.
19, 21.
How long has it been?
Well, I was going to say like 20-ish minutes, but if she's at 21, I'll say like 5.
Damn it, Nikki. Maybe she just counts really slow. Okay?
42, no, 39.
Okay, so how long has it really been?
It's been about 20 minutes.
Yay! Still counting on her fingers.
About 2 numbers a minute.
She keeps adding and then subtracting.
Alright. Varian is going to turn his attention to the road ahead, toward Gehenna, to see if he hears anything else. And he's going to give it a couple minutes to see if there's any other noises from there that sound concerning.
Varian, roll a perception check.
30.
You hear a very faint echo of a, "Oh God, help me."
How long after I was focusing did I hear that, "Oh God, help me"? Was it immediate or?
A couple of minutes.
Was it reverent or like, oh God, help me? Or was
It
it like,
was-
oh fuck?
It was a scream, like they're in pain.
Gotcha. Okay. Just curious because, God has come into this. So.
Alright. But they're within earshot, so they're not that far ahead. Unless they're really screaming.
40.
Clover,
What?
I think it would probably be safest to head back to Sabbath until the morning.
Why? You just went on a huge spiel about how Gehenna was important.
It is. It is important. However, you were probably too busy counting to hear the screams up ahead.
Screams?
Yes.
Does someone need help?
It was probably those bandits that just went that way.
Clover is going to. I'm so sorry. She is going to slap her foot against the side of the horse to gallop forward.
Clover, no, what are you doing? I will giddy up after her.
Yeah!
Alright, Clover, are you in a full
I
giddy up?
am in a full giddy up, sir.
Well, we're yeehawing
We're
now.
yeehawing.
Alright. You yeehaw for about 3 minutes. And roll perception checks.
Yes, sir.
As we are giddy upping in the direction that I don't want to go, Varian will probably ready his bow.
18.
35.
Clover, I'll start with you since you see the least.
Sure. Wow.
Start with what we both see.
Wow. All right. Fair enough, though.
You see the remnants of one horse. It is in many pieces, kind of connected by its entrails. Blood everywhere. There are many limbs on the ground, not many people. And there's about maybe 2.5 torsos.
So no one's alive.
That you can see right now.
Okay.
They ate the middle, they ate the core. So does that make the limbs like the crust?
They took the crust off their sandwich.
What's it smell like?
Smell of blood.
Okay.
Probably some stink from the ripped open entrails. Varian,
That's me.
you see all of that, as well as there is a trail of smeared blood leading away from the localized mess. Still on the path, and there is a half of a person missing their lower half, trying to drag themselves away and kind of just leaving bits of their insides out as they pull themselves along. And you see what looks like a mound of plant matter off to the side of the road undulate.
How big is it? Sorry, I don't see it, but how big is it for him?
Varian, since you asked that question, it's a good 15-foot diameter of plant matter.
I see.
Clover is going to pull on her reins when she comes into this scene and stay on the horse, looking back and forth. She's looking for survivors.
How far away did she stop her horse from the 15-foot undulating plant matter?
It's not currently undulating. It undulated once.
That's enough for it to be suspicious. Varian staring at the plant matter, remembering what was in that treasure chest of goodies that the Archon had, is going to bring his horse around in front of Clover, and he's going to look back at her and say, "You need to stay back and be ready to go." And he's going to draw his bow, and I'm going to shoot at the plant matter. Because I don't trust it, Kenan.
Why not?
Because
Plants.
because plants are murdering people, and they don't typically do that.
That's not normal plant girl behavior.
All right, roll to hit.
37?
Good job, you crit.
Thanks. So since it's a crit, that would be 28.
You fire upon this plant matter, and as your force arrow hits it, it undulates again. And you see this humanoidal figure start taking shape as it goes to stand up, and plant matter moves into form this large mass. Kind of looks like the Swamp Thing if you're a nerd. If you're not a nerd, what are you doing listening to this?
I see this now? Okay, yeah.
Do I still have 2 more actions?
You do.
Okay, I would like to shoot it twice more.
Okay.
35.
That hits.
But does it
It
crits?
does not crits.
Shit.
Shits.
12 more.
Alright, your second one hits it in its torso, and the vines retreat a little bit and then continue to form back into this creature.
Ooh. This is an natty 20, and after map it's 35.
That would crit.
Varian, go.
Ooh, and max damage. These guys are good. You got me good dice. So another 28.
Ooh, okay. Alright, that one blows its hand off, and the vines and other plant matter move to replace it.
Are we in initiative?
We are now.
You want me to roll?
Yes.
17.
32.
Alright. Varian, you are at the top of the round.
That's the show.
That's the show.
Paradigm.
You're at the top of the round paradise. Alright. Well, my attacks seem to have been effective so far, so I'm going to continue to shoot at it.
Okay.
36.
Hits.
But doesn't crits.
Does not crits.
That's rude. 10.
That one hits it in its shoulder, and the notch it leaves quickly gets replaced by other plant matter.
Shoot it again. 35.
35 hits.
14. And then I shoot it one more time.
Okay.
31.
Hits.
14. Keeps rolling max damage. And I like that.
Alright, those two hit him in the chest, and the plant matter seems a little slower to replace the damages that you are doing to it.
Good. Good. That was all my actions. I can't do anything else.
It's its turn.
Of course.
It is going to barrel towards you, Varian. I guess, and Clover, because you guys are next to each other.
I'm behind him.
I'm in front.
That's nice. It is going to stop 10 feet away, because it can't move very fast. But it does have reach, so it is going to Vine Lash at you guys and attempt to hit both of you. 25.
That misses.
That hits.
Plant matter from its left hand moves over to its right hand, and its left hand becomes this short, almost shriveled little stub of what it once was, and the right hand doubles in size, and the Shambler will swing at you guys. Varian, you duck. Clover, you don't. So...
Oh, shit!
But Varian is trying to lock it with his body to protect this child that does not trust him.
Alright,
So-
if you want to take the damage, you can.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Ooh, max damage. 34 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I'll take that.
That would have downed me. Is it obvious he is taking the brunt of the hit for her?
Roll perception check.
Okay. 19?
Yeah, you see him go to duck and then stop himself.
Okay. You hear a little gasp.
Alright,
Does Varian have time to say, "Get back, Clover"?
sure.
He says that.
Clover,
Yes.
it is your turn.
It's right in front of Varian.
It is 10 feet away.
Okay. So Clover is going to move her horse back a few paces just so if I cast, I'm not catching Varian in the crossfire.
Okay.
Okay. And then she is going to take her gloves off
Okay.
and stuff her gloves in her pocket, which you told me was a free action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then she is going to focus on her magic. Flat check.
Flat check.
9.
That passes.
Okay. In the midst of that, she's going to fireball our planty friend. So then, Varian, you're going to hear as she starts moving her hands in a circular pattern. Carbonize and burn to ash and charcoal. Conflagrate thy enemies. Ignite. Fireball. You see a small ball of fire fly from her hands towards this creature. 21.
That misses.
Are you shitting me right now?
Nope.
Great. Cool. So all that for a miss. But that is technically only a single action.
Alright. Varian, you see this tiny little fireball, and it zooms right past both you and the plant creature that she was trying to hit.
You hear her exclaim, "Crumbs!" She is going to start moving her hands again, and you're going to hear her say, "Take shape and burn bright, pierce them as you soar, ignite scorching ray." You see a tiny shape of flame appear, and it looks like an arrow, and it is going to attempt to pass through the creature. I need you to roll a reflex save.
16?
That fails. I'm going to take 8 fire damage. That's it.
Alright. You see your little fire arrow actually hit the side of its neck and char some of the plant matter, and the fire is extinguished pretty quickly by the plant's moisture.
Is this an aloe vera plant?
What's a swampy plant?
That's her turn.
Before I move on, Clover, roll perception check.
19.
You see from the side of the road what look to be body parts entangled in vines crawling towards you and Varian. They're moving quite slowly.
How far away are they?
15 feet.
There's another one.
Do I see it?
Roll perception check.
36.
Yeah, you see it.
Oh, great. Okay. My turn?
Nope.
Rude.
The body parts are going to continue to crawl. They're going to spend all their actions crawling. Now it's your turn, Varian.
I get it mechanically, but it's just funny to me to think I look over, see it, and then just watch it for a minute. I'm like, okay, now if I...
All right, now I can.
Noted. All right.
It just takes you a little bit to mentally process what's happening.
Well, that's a problem. However, I'm going to take care of the first one first. So I'm going to shoot it again.
Okay.
37.
That crits.
18.
All right, you blast a large chunk out of its torso, and the plant matter tries to reform, and there's just these dangling bits of moving plant matter trying to connect, but they can't quite reach.
Alright, I'm going to shoot it again.
It almost did.
36.
That hits.
I say it sadly.
So close.
So close. That's another 18.
Okay. This one hits it in its face, and it completely obliterates its face, or what would be its face, and it lumbers there for about a half a second, and then disintegrates, and a bunch of plant matter just splashes to the ground.
Beautiful. I'm going to turn my last strike towards this crawling mass of limbs.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot at it. 34.
That crits.
16.
Alright, your translucent blue arrow hits the vine corpse amalgamation and blasts a hole in between some of the body parts and the vines, and you can see the road for a second before they reform.
Okay, that's it. That's all I can do right now.
Okay.
That was all 3 actions.
Clover, your turn.
So she is going to fireball, a 2-action fireball
Okay.
from her horse. So, Varian, you're going to see her do the same circular hand motion that she did the first time. As she does the incantation this time, she sounds slightly more frustrated, and then she is going to shoot another fireball towards this new thing. 19.
19 hits.
7 fire damage. I rolled, like, very bad.
Alright, the bits of corpse stay singed, but the plant matter's moisture extinguishes the fire.
So she is going to move her horse back behind Varian
Okay.
as her last action.
The vines and corpse bits form into 3 smaller little plant creatures. One of them has the hand of a human that has vines kind of wrapped around it, making its arm. One has the foot of a human. One has a face of a plant creature, but there's like a head sticking out of its neck.
The fuck?
They're much smaller. They're about 5 feet. And they're going to attack Varian, because Clover is a coward. No, she's almost dead. She's not a coward. 16.
That critically fails.
Do they take damage? Good question.
So they all try to hit you with their vines, and all their vines meet and get tangled up in each other, and they don't end up reaching you. Varian, it's your turn.
Alright. I guess since there's 3 of them and I have 3 actions, I guess I'm going to be shooting 3 targets. So I will go in the order you described them. I'll shoot the hand one first, then the foot one, then the face one.
Okay.
The head and shoulders, knees, and toes.
39.
That's their band name. That's a critical hit.
18.
You shoot a small hole in the shoulder of the one with the hand, and it quickly closes with plant matter.
Rolled the exact same thing. Another 3.
That crits.
24.
You shoot the little guy, and one of his legs gets blown off, and a smaller leg forms out of plant matter. The foot that replaces his old one is much more petite.
And then I will shoot the last one. 32.
That crits.
26.
Alright, you blast the head out of its neck, and the head of the humanoid was the one interrogating you, and his head rolls across the path. The plant creature looks very upset that it lost its trophy. Clover, it is your turn.
So from behind Varian, Clover is going to cast Scorching Ray again. So she's going to be doing a few hand motions, and this does fly in the path I choose. So it is going to go around Varian, and the little flame arrow is going to go through all 3 targets. So I need you to roll a reflex save for all 3.
22.
Fails.
Dang it.
10 fire damage for each.
Alright, your little fire arrow goes through all 3 of them, and the hole that it forms closes back with some plant matter.
How's it looking?
They are looking okay. The one with the hand is looking probably the worst of the bunch.
That's all she's gonna do.
They are once more going to attack Varian.
Oh, I can't wait for this one.
27.
Oh my god, that hits.
Oh shit. Okay. I was not expecting them to hit.
I wasn't either, especially since you rolled what you rolled last time.
Piss poor.
I didn't think they had a good modifier.
Take 18 bludgeoning damage from all 3 of them.
Okay.
They did 18 total.
Okay.
Varian, it's your turn.
I am going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Hand, foot, face.
Hand, foot, face.
Ugh. 24.
That crits.
What?
The AC is 14.
16.
Alright. And disintegrates.
Foot.
Ayo.
29.
That crits.
28.
Foot disintegrates.
What about face?
Well, he doesn't have a face anymore.
No, you got rid of it. And he's mad.
Alright, neck. 36.
That crits.
But does it double crits?
No, it doesn't double crits.
26.
Alright. Neck disintegrates.
Are we out of combat?
You are out of combat.
I would like to look around to see any other movement to make sure we're out of combat.
Clover is looking around looking for movement of survivors.
Okay, both of you roll perception checks.
Okay.
36.
21.
Clover, I'll start with you since you see the least.
So special.
Nothing has changed between campaigns.
You see the torso that you didn't see before that had crawled away is still trying to crawl.
Okay. Clover jumps off her horse and walks towards it.
Okay. Varian, down the path about 100 yards, you see a large cart being pulled by what looks like 2 metal beasts.
Am I familiar with this sort of thing?
You've seen it before. I wouldn't say you're familiar with it. It's probably a merchant traveling.
Clover, what are you doing?
She ignores you and heads for the struggling torso. How far is it?
If you're moving your speed, you'd get there in like 12 seconds.
Okay. Clover drops to her knees next to the torso. Is it trying to say anything? It's obviously still alive, which sucks.
It's a torso.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll a perception check, because it is definitely trying to say something.
Okay. Oh my god. 15?
Okay. From the mumbles you can make out through the gurgles of blood spilling out of his mouth, you hear...
So it's a man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I was asking God for help, and you're not God, so you should just leave him alone.
Is it on its belly, so to speak? Okay. And it's just dragging entrails?
It's, yeah.
Okay. Clover is going to grab its hand to hold it.
His hand to hold him.
Yeah.
Just because he's only half a
Shut
person
up, shut up,
doesn't
shut up.
make him
Oh my
not
God.
a person.
Okay.
Shh, no, you can stay right there.
Oh shit, I may actually pass.
Why are you? Oh god, what have I done?
I made the DC. I set the DC. Oh, okay.
Okay, fun. I don't know what's going on.
As you hold his hand, you can see his lungs that are kind of peeking out from the hole in him
Mm-hmm.
stop filling with air, and a black halo appears above his head, and it cracks.
What?
And we're gonna end there.
Excuse me? Thanks everyone so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed listening as much as we enjoy the mystery of the Black Halo.
What the fuck, man? We have social media. Check us out at Top of the Round on Facebook and Instagram, and at Totercast on Twitter. We also have a Blue Sky at the same handle, at Totercast. We also have a website at toterpodcast.com.
The time of the Celestials is over. Now is the time of the Apostles. Shout out to our Apostle and higher tiers. Ray, the Apostle of Scorn.
Grayson, the Apostle of Joy.
Tay, the Apostle of Ecstasy.
Artem K, the Apostle of Compassion.
Alyssa, the Apostle of Rage.
Jem, the Apostle of Curiosity.
Bluebird, the Apostle of Awkwardness.
Also, hey, there are several of you that we have not heard back from. If you are listening to this list and you're like, but where am I? So contact us and let us know what emotion or feeling you would like to be, so we can add you to the cool list. Also, you could always join the Apostle tier if you're not at the Apostle tier. Just FYI, patreon.com/toparound.
If you've ever thought, hey, I like listening to these guys, I want to send them something cool, we have a P.O. Box. It's P.O. Box number 603, Circle Pines, Minnesota. Zip code 55014. Send us a letter. Send us just a smiley face with a stamp on it. Whatever. We love hearing from you guys.
Thanks, everybody.
If you're enjoying the show, head over to Podchaser or Apple Podcasts and leave us a review. Or on Spotify, leave us a rating and we will shout you out on the show. But with Spotify, you need to let us know because it doesn't tell us who rates us.
You can also come hang out with us in Discord. The link is in the show notes. We'd love to have you guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye!
Bye!